God has an urgent warning for you today. Two powerful forces are moving toward you right now. And this isn't just bad luck or coincidence. It's a coordinated attack on your life and destiny. One enemy is targeting your spirit, while the other is coming for everything you've worked to build in the physical world. They've joined forces against you because they know something important is about to happen in your life. This divine message comes with love and protection to help you prepare for what's heading your way. You're receiving this warning because God wants you ready to win this battle. As you hear these words, know that God sees both enemies planning their moves against your breakthrough. It's normal to feel overwhelmed when you realize you're facing attacks from two different directions. But remember that heaven's army is watching over you with complete power. This warning is your chance to build strong defenses and turn their coordinated attack into your greatest victory. You're receiving this message because there's still time to prepare your spirit and protect what matters most, even when facing enemies on multiple fronts feels impossible. Trust that this advance warning is pure grace, because knowing their plan gives you the upper hand. God is sharing His intelligence with you so you can stand strong. When both forces try to strike at the same time, the first force coming for you is spiritual. A dark enemy that wants to destroy your faith, steal your peace, and fill your mind with fear and doubt. This spiritual force has been studying you, learning your weaknesses, and waiting for the perfect moment to attack your connection with God. The second force is human, someone in your life who has been working against your success, spreading lies about you, or blocking your opportunities from growing. These two enemies aren't working separately anymore. Like two armies joining together for one big battle, they've coordinated their attacks to hit you at your strongest and weakest points at the same time. The spiritual enemy feeds information to the human enemy about when you're most vulnerable. The human enemy creates chaos in your physical world that makes you doubt God's protection. You've been chosen as their target because your breakthrough threatens their power. When you succeed, others will see God's blessing on your life, and both enemies lose influence over people around you. This coordinated attack against you is more than just enemy strategy. It's a spiritual checkpoint that reveals how important you are in God's plan. It's a time for you to discover the warrior inside you and find courage you never knew existed. Face this revelation with a steady heart, knowing that God allows these tests because He's preparing you for something greater. There's a divine strategy unfolding through this trial, and sometimes that strategy includes letting enemies reveal themselves so you can defeat them completely. These dual attacks might seem overwhelming, but see them as confirmation that your breakthrough is so powerful that hell itself had to coordinate against you. Every move they make against your spirit can become spiritual muscle that makes you stronger. Every obstacle they place in your path can become wisdom that prepares you for leadership. When both forces attack together, reach out in prayer with new intensity. God is always here to give you weapons that work in both spiritual and physical battles. In your prayers, you'll find strategies that defeat enemies you can see and enemies you can't see. Protection that covers your spirit and your everyday life. As we've discussed preparing for this spiritual war, I'd like to help you stay connected to ongoing divine intelligence as well. If these urgent messages about coordinated attacks resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more spiritual warnings and battle strategies that can save your life. Pay attention to signs that prove both forces are working together against you. In the spiritual realm, you might experience disturbing dreams, sudden feelings of heaviness when you pray, or thoughts that seem to come from nowhere telling you to give up. You might feel spiritually tired even when you haven't done anything, or notice that your usual connection with God feels blocked or distant. In the physical world, watch for unusual obstacles appearing in your finances, relationships, or work. At exactly the same time, your spiritual life feels under attack. You might notice people you trusted suddenly turning against you, right when you're already feeling spiritually weak. Plans that were working perfectly might start falling apart, just when your faith is being tested the hardest. These aren't separate problems. They're coordinated strikes designed to overwhelm you. The timing reveals their partnership. When your bank account gets hit the same week your prayers feel empty, that's coordination. When relationship drama explodes just as you're doubting God's love, that's planned warfare. When work problems pile up exactly when you're struggling to believe in your future, that's both enemies working together. Trust your spirit when it recognizes this pattern. That inner alarm telling you something bigger is happening is divine. Radar helping you see their joint operation. Remember, you're not facing this coordinated attack alone. God's power is greater than both your enemies combined, and His army outnumbers every force that stands against you. Around you stands protection that covers both spiritual and physical attacks. Warrior angels assigned specifically to fight the battles you can't see, and divine favor working in the world you can see. This advance warning is like receiving intelligence from heaven's war room, giving you information that neither enemy knows you have. Every part of both attacks is under God's ultimate control, and He's using their coordination against them to set up their complete defeat. Feel confident in this divine protection, for it shows how valuable you are to God's kingdom. Each day you stand strong against both forces brings you closer to the breakthrough that made them so desperate to stop you. The universe is mobilizing resources for your victory that both enemies cannot match, cannot predict, and cannot overcome. Divine timing, God's perfect strategy, is working in your situation right now. When you receive a warning about coordinated enemies at exactly the moment when you're strong enough to handle this truth, that's heaven's intelligence network operating with perfect precision. These moments show you're connected to God's master plan, living in harmony with divine protection even when multiple forces work against you. As these warning signs about both enemies become clearer, let them build your confidence in God's superior strategy. Each confirmation shows you're being guided by intelligence that sees every move before your enemies make it. Pay attention to how this revelation came at just the right time and trust its accuracy. This isn't random spiritual information. It's part of a loving plan to give you victory over every force trying to stop your destiny. Keep your heart open to continued divine intelligence. The more you recognize God's perfect timing in spiritual warfare, the clearer your path to complete victory becomes. Just as you receive these divine warnings about coordinated attacks, your support helps us continue sharing similar spiritual intelligence with others facing the same dual warfare. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these urgent warnings to reach people who are under attack right now and don't even realize their enemies are working together against them. As you prepare to face both enemies, believe that this coordinated opposition will lead to incredible spiritual growth. Just like steel becomes strongest when heated from multiple directions at the same time, your spirit develops unbreakable power when tested by different types of pressure working together. God arranges these battles perfectly, using enemy coordination to build something in you that only comes through surviving multiple attacks. Focus on developing strength in both spiritual and physical areas, because dual warfare creates dual authority in your life. When you stay faithful during attacks on your spirit while also handling practical problems with wisdom, amazing changes begin inside you. Victory over enemies you can see and enemies you can't see gives you credibility that normal challenges can't provide. Every step you take toward defeating both forces brings you closer to a level of spiritual authority that can only come through this kind of warfare. Stay authentic in your faith, because overcoming coordinated opposition transforms you into someone who can help others win similar battles. As you get ready to face both enemies, Make it a habit to say, I am divinely protected from all enemies seen and unseen. Speak these words with complete authority each morning and night. This powerful declaration creates a double barrier around you that neither spiritual nor physical attacks can break through. When worry about these coordinated forces creeps in, or when their attacks seem too strong, pause and center yourself. Use this time to quiet your mind and connect with the divine army that surrounds you on every side. Trust that God is working everything out for your complete victory, and begin each day thanking Him for revealing enemy plans before they could succeed. Create specific prayer time for protection against spiritual attacks and practical wisdom for handling physical opposition. When you fill your thoughts with divine strength and strategic thinking, you create space for breakthrough despite coordinated resistance. Your faith combined with smart action is the ultimate weapon against enemies working together. Divine protection plus practical wisdom unlocks victory over every coordinated attack. During this coordinated attack, you're not just surviving personally, but also becoming someone who can help others recognize when multiple enemies target them. This battle experience offers you a chance to show God's power by standing strong when outnumbered. Each day gives you new opportunities to strengthen your spiritual armor and share hope with those facing similar coordinated opposition. As you pray for protection and connect with God's battle plan, remember to reach out to trusted believers who understand spiritual warfare. Your victory over dual enemies can inspire and encourage others who might be under attack. Without knowing it, use your story to bring light to someone else's coordinated darkness. Embrace each challenge as a chance to build spiritual authority, using your faith to comfort others under multiple attacks. In this warfare, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through prayer and sharing battle strategies. Together we create a community of warriors that's stronger than any enemy coordination, standing united against forces that try to divide and conquer God's people one by one. In closing, as we face these coordinated enemies and whatever strategies they bring, let's move forward with complete confidence in God's superior plan. Be prepared to welcome divine protection that covers every area they're targeting. Face their attacks with unshakable faith and recognize the victory that's already yours. Trust in the power of strategic prayer and in God's advanced intelligence about enemy movements. You are walking toward total triumph, surrounded by heavenly armies and strengthened by divine wisdom. Keep declaring, I am divinely protected from all enemies seen and unseen, and watch as God's protection defeats every coordinated plan against your destiny. If this urgent message has helped you recognize coordinated attacks and find divine protection, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more spiritual warfare intelligence. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a critical warning or battle strategy meant for your victory. When you share this message, you help others under similar coordinated attacks discover they're not alone. Each person who receives this warning through you becomes part of your spiritual army of protection and support. Dear Lord, please give us strength to face coordinated enemies and the wisdom to see your superior strategy, defeating every plan against us. Amen. If this message has opened your eyes to coordinated spiritual warfare or helped you recognize dual attacks in your life, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these urgent spiritual warnings with others who are under attack right now. Please share in the comments what signs of coordinated attacks you've noticed in your own life, or what spiritual warfare topics you'd like to hear in our next video. Your experiences help us bring you the most relevant divine intelligence and battle strategies you need.